Subramaniam. So there's a next video on series for certified AI security officer. Now, the second attack, okay, which is highlighted by not the attack actually, which is the second vulnerability that's highlighted by Google Secure AI framework, could be a risk as well. Now, is on a usage of unauthorized training data. Imagine there's a manufacturing unit built by somebody, there are ingredients, and somebody else is actually using it, the manufacturing unit, to produce the goods. So the underlying infrastructure is not owned by you. That means you are not supposed to use the manufacturing unit to generate the goods. Okay, now the same concept works for the AI also. See, there are companies that are investing, millions or billions or even let's say even thousands of dollars to do the training based on that particular data set. Okay, now I cannot use or collecting the data. I cannot use those data without the permission, okay, to have as a part of my AI application. So that is actually called as unauthorized training data. When AI model is trained with information, the organization does not have a legal right or explicit permission to use. Like a data poisoning, here the data might be good, but using it is illegal. Okay, so I have got the manufacturing unit with all the ingredients, but you don't have rights to actually use it. Okay, so there's an analogy. Four fruits of the poisonous tree. See, the product is good. Okay, everything is good. Okay, it tastes better. Like say, it's a pizza or a pasta. It tastes better. Everybody enjoys it, but the sourcing is not done legally. Okay, I have stolen the pasta, the sauce from a third party, and like the students write the brilliant thesis and everything is fine, but you find that okay, he entered into a restricted library and he started reading the images, started reading the publications, etc., without an approval, and he produced the thesis paper. Okay, that's totally illegal. That's one of the classic example of unauthorized training data set. Okay. Now the main concern is copyrighted intellectual property. Okay, if there are intellectual properties available on the data set, if you're going to web scraping, okay, you will also start using it as a part of the AI application without the permission. Okay, books, news, articles, art, music protected with the copyright. Okay, in fact, there are a lot of ongoing battles. Yesterday, there was a news that New York Times has sued the Perplexity in this particular regard and training a Gen AI on Harry Potter books so that it can write new stories in that style. Okay, this is an issue. Next one, personally identified information. Okay, personally identified information, medical records, emails, biometric data, scraping the web, accidentally picking up the spreadsheets with patient name and diagnosis. Okay, there's a violation of GDPR, CCPA, DPDP, HIPAA, etc. Next, proprietary trade secret. Okay, the confidential code. Okay, you are scraping the web and is picking up the code and giving it to you. For example, you are using AI tool online, generate a Python code for password validation, or generate a Python code for doing a specific activity which is really niche. Okay, it's picking up the code from a website, okay, and then giving it to you. That could be a violation. Okay, it could be a proprietary trade secret violation as well. Now, there's something of the model disgorgement. Okay, so there's a particular word that has been associated with the model. Okay, unauthorized training data usage. Now, in the unauthorized training data usage, because you are using the data set which you don't have an authorization for. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to do what is called the unlearning. Okay, this is called the model disgorgement. Okay, so model disgorgement in AI refers to the situation or disgorgement or gorgement, whatever it is. But thing is, AI refers to techniques for mitigating the influence of specific problematic data, like biased, copyrighted material from the training model. With a full retraining, without a full retraining, aiming for a model as if trained without it. Okay, so you are making some modification to ensure that the output of the AI model is not based on the problematic data set. Okay, this is actually called as a unlearning. Okay, it's a method include unlearning and compartmentalization. That means when you're running a query or when you're running a prompt, you don't look at a separated compartment of the data set. Okay, you look at with the problematic data set, then you answer it from the other data sets. Okay, this is called the model disgorgement or gorgement or gorgement, whatever it is. Real world example: the New York Times versus the OpenAI. Okay, New York Times yesterday it sued the Perplexity, and there were cases where it sued OpenAI for claiming millions of articles were used to train the chat GPT, not to forget the case of Suchit Balaji, okay, who died. He was one of the whistleblowers for OpenAI, keeping that apart. Getty Images and Stability AI. Getty Images noticed AI generated images sometimes contained a mangled version of Getty Images watermark. Okay, but the case settled in the favor of stability in the UK Court of Law. Okay, so we actually don't know what is the ground reality for it, but the Getty Images did not actually win. Okay, but not in totality, but most of the part of it. Okay, so the Federal Trade Commission versus Ever Paravision. The company used the private photos to train the facial recognition algorithm without the permission from FTC. So FTC forced them to delete the photo and facial recognition algorithm they built using them. In this particular case, Ever AI or the Paravision had to unlearn. They have to retrain their model based on the new data set, or they unlearned it from the previous one. We don't know. But this was a clear-cut victory for the this Federal Trade Commission. So whenever you are going to develop an application, okay, especially the training data set should be from authorized source. It should not be from unauthorized source. Okay. So the Subramaniam Shankaran, we have the trainings on security officer, data protection, AI officer, governance risk, and ISO 42001 lead implementer and lead auditor. You can mail us on training at ieee.org.uk for your next schedule, and we can guarantee you the best of the delivery. Thank you very much. This is Subbu.